Alright, so I got the old filter out, the fuel filter. Alright, so here's the old one, new one. Alright, it's got the instructions on there. You got the O-ring here and another ring there. And that's it. So now we'll put this on there. Take out this old rubber gasket here. So this O-ring is gonna sit where it's supposed to, over there. Supposed to sit like this. Alright, fuel filter's done. I'm gonna crank it up, make sure that it ain't leaking anywhere. And then I gotta dry up whatever the heck spilled, because I don't want that everywhere. It'd be nice if I had little hands to fit in here. But I'll be doing a full detail on this engine bay. I'll be replacing all the plastic stuff, covers, all that crap, wires. I gotta take everything out, rerun the wires nice and neat and hidden. So that that's not everywhere out. Good. No leaks. That's what I want. Shut that down now. I don't want it to get hot. But I did want to make sure I didn't have any leaks before I start moving on to the next thing. Alright, so now I'll move on to the next thing. So yeah, so the filter, if you're changing the filter on your own truck or 7.3 or whatever, it was a 1-inch socket to get the fuel filter cover off, and then this is a 10mm socket for this here, which I got to get this bracket because one bolt is broken, so I'll get a new bracket eventually. But it's got one, which is better than nothing. So I have a leak that I got to figure out where it's coming from. I cleaned that up down there a little bit, but I have to maybe I should put some WD-40 on this. I got a leak somewhere. I was driving back and there's just oil all over everywhere. So I got to power wash the whole bottom. I got the greaser and the spray thing. And I have to clean it all out, dry everything out, and then from there try to figure out where the hell this leak is. I might have to buy some type of like dye, and they sell a dye and like some glasses, special glasses, and also they sell like a blue light or black light, UV light, something that will make the dye glow. So right now, one of the main things I got, well, I got two major things right now that I got to figure out. One is a crazy oil leak that literally has the whole bottom of the truck soaking wet with oil right now. And another thing is the hydraulic tank for the reservoir tank for the hydraulic. It is it's not good, so hopefully nothing got messed up from this stuff being in the system. But I have to basically disconnect every single line, the PTO line, the lines for the back, the lines for each cylinder, and drain the whole system, because I gotta change this. There's a crack right there. It doesn't seem to be blowing out, but you can hear it. I do have another reservoir that I can change it to, but it's not pouring out, so that's a good thing. I could epoxy it or just change it, whatever. But the tank itself here, when I pop this out, the whole inside is like milky. Like when I pop it, you could hear it pop. You could actually see it just pop everywhere. It's disgusting. But it's got assuming water and hydraulic fluid in it, and you can see inside. You take it out, it's just milky everywhere. So I'm gonna drain that tank right now, which is accessible from underneath. You can see it just pouring out right now. So that's my dilemma right now. So I'll get back to that in a little bit. I gotta go pick up my son from school, come back, and then do that. So I'll see you guys when I get back. Alright, so grab, oh crap, keys on me. Yeah. I still gotta change all the decals and stuff. I haven't even done that yet. Right now I'm just trying to take care of other stuff first. Make sure I'm good to go. Alright, let's see. So oh good, I could do it by hand. Okay, sweet. That's always nice. But I don't have a cup big enough. Oh, come on. That's beautiful. Whatever. Trying to keep the bucket from getting dirty, but it is what it is. I stopped it straight out coming out like milk water. I'm getting all over the place. Alright, and that's the new filter. Hydraulic filter. Which is funny because the other filter that was on there said heavy duty oil filter. But this one's an actual hydraulic filter. Yeah, so the old school trick is, if you can't, you don't have a wrench, then what you do is you basically get a, you would get an open end wrench that has a big hole in the back, or something that you can fit this through, and then you would have this go over like this, and this would be on here, and then you would take this and you would, like this would be sticking out of the other end like this, and then you would put it on here and you would put it as tight as possible, and then when you start turning it, it'll pull the belt like this, and then it'll pull the filter. So like if you put it on here and it's like this, and then you go like this, it'll tighten this up like this, and basically it'll work just like a filter removing tool. So it'll pinch against this tight, and then you just keep going like that, you loosen it. All right, so I drained the tank, and I have 2 5-gallon pails full plus another pail full, and as you can see, this is not clear like hydraulic fluid is supposed to look. So I put them in these containers for now until I empty out the hydraulic tanks, the containers, the 5-gallon buckets that I got, and then I'll put those back into the other bucket. I got the plug removed from the tank, the drain plug. I got it removed, cleaned it all out, cleaned out the magnets, on the inside, and then clean the magnets on the inside of the drain plug. Don't mind the mess on the inside. I haven't detailed the inside yet, but so let's see. Okay, so I'm only on the other side of the truck, but if you look there in the corner, that square tank right there, that's the hydraulic reservoir tank, and you can see the plug itself on the end of it. It's got Teflon tape on it. I cleaned the threads out, cleaned everything out, magnets and everything out. Everything looked good. Put new oil, the new hydraulic filter, and I put a Teflon on the plug, put it back, and then that'll all get cleaned out. So I've got a new filter here, and tank is draining right now. So I've got the new filter, the tank is draining. Now, I don't know, well, yeah, like I said earlier, when I was trying to take off the hydraulic filter, remember I was saying, like, you can use the wrench, put the wrench on it, and basically you need a big end wrench that you can fit this through, or you can cut the belt and then feed it through piece by piece, and then put it on here, and then have the belt like this so that you can pull it tight that way. I didn't have an opening wrench big enough, and I didn't want to cut this, so what I did was I just grabbed it with pliers like this, put pressure on it, and then boom, turn it. I don't want to get on the bar. I guess I'll just leave it there and let it drain. This, I don't know what this is. I gotta check this out. I might need new bushings, sway bar bushings and all that. Gotta grease everything up, put new bushings, the sway bar bushings, put 4 brand new shocks, bunch of little necessities. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Oh, I'm just banging you guys around. There we go. Alright. Yep, my phone's going off. Something nice about a brand new filter going in, nice and clean. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, now let's see, hand tight should be good enough. Alright, so we're going to use Rotella T4 1540 for the wrecker. I would have preferred to have a different setup for this, but I don't have one. 15 cords. I need a freaking thinner cord. Dog food stinks. Alright guys, so oil's been topped off, everything's been topped off, transmission fluid's topped off. The reservoir had a crack in it, so I epoxied it. That's good to go. Could have sworn I had another reservoir somewhere, but I don't see it. It's not in the truck. I don't know if I left it in New Jersey. Might have, because it's not back here. So thankfully that one's not fully broken to the point that I can't use it. So now the next issue that I have to work on, I changed all the hydraulic fluid, new filters everywhere. I still got some decals I got to take off over here on this side. I got a oil leak that I got to fix. I have to remove the turbo pedestal and change the O-rings on that. And another thing I found is that the cylinder for the wheel lift to go in and out, that is leaking. So I looked underneath, I looked in the back, and I noticed that the inner tube is rubbing on the hydraulic, so it's basically shaving it down little by little by little to the point where it's now leaking. So that's got to get replaced. So now I'm just setting up so that I can extend the wheel lift out, disconnect everything, disconnect the wheel lift cylinder, and slide this whole unit out so that I can take the cylinder out and see if I can get it rebuilt or replaced. One way or the other. I'm either going to see if I can get it fixed or something. I don't know. I got to figure it out.